Welcome. On behalf of Tommy and Erica, I would like to welcome you here today to celebrate their union. Everyone here is such an important part of the circle that you actually got to be here, and we're so exceedingly happy that you're all able to join us here on this important day. And this is an important day. I think sometimes we can trivialize events like these. I mean, Erica and Tommy have been together now for almost half a decade. They've survived a global pandemic. They've survived new jobs, a new dog, major surgery on said dog. Really, what else do they have to prove as a couple? I mean, their commitment and love for each other cannot be questioned. Still, we continue to celebrate marriage and marital unions publicly precisely because of the importance of our families and our close ones in our communities. So really what I'm saying is that today is about you, not them. Obviously kidding, but truly relationships don't occur in a vacuum. Our family and friends are vitally important to the success of our relationships. And so we thank you for being here today, and we thank you for continuing to be there for Erica and Tommy in the years to come. Tommy and Erica would also like to acknowledge everyone who is not able to be here today and to thank them for their contributions to each of them, both individually and as a couple. Now, one could say that Erica and Tommy would not be here today without their appreciation for athletic excellence.
Yes.
In true Erica fashion, before she even moved to Seattle, she had already found a soccer team to join. And in true Tommy fashion, he was on that team and he would always bicycle across town to practice. But sometimes after practice, he'd be a little too tired to bike back, so he was always in need of a ride. And what do you know? Erica was there to give him those rides back. But speaking of their appreciation of athletic excellence, actually, let me also note that they both separately told me that the other one was the best player on the team. So Erica was impressed by Tommy's soccer acumen and vice versa. But leaving that aside, Tommy eventually started biking to soccer games just so he could get a ride home from Erica. And, you know, Erica would always offer him one because she was interested in giving him rides back. So it worked out. And then eventually at a party for said soccer team, Erica and Tommy struck up a conversation. Erica asked Tommy what he did. He replied by signing EE for electrical engineering and sign language. And Erica found that quirkiness incredibly endearing. It shot straight to her heart. They shared a kiss not long after that. And although Tommy assumed they were in a relationship for the next 4 months after that, there were truly a couple of turning points after that moment that really propelled their relationship forward. He really won over Erica on Valentine's Day when he showed up on his motorcycle with a dozen roses in his backpack. And even though Erica's not a huge fan of motorcycles, that more or less sealed the deal for her. Tommy remembers his good friend Jonathan pulling him aside after seeing Erica and Tommy together and saying to him, "Hey, that girl really likes you." The rest is history. Now, my intention is not for this ceremony to become a lecture, but I do research romantic relationships. So I'm going to drop a few things in here real quick. And one thing that we know about relationships is there has to be a balance between similarity and complementarity. So in other words, similarities between two people are incredibly important to bring you together, but there also have to be enough differences between you to propel mutual growth and to prompt excitement and interest. Now, when they first met, there was an instant chemistry between Erica and Tommy. Besides some surface level similarities I think that we're all aware of, such as the need to always be doing something, their appetite for adventure, and their competitiveness, there was also an underlying compatibility between the two of them that was immediately evident. And I think most importantly, they share their value system. They put family first. Erica and Tommy both care about making other people around them comfortable. They both put the needs of their communities at the forefront. They both care about serving and helping others. They both like novelty and trying new things. Another thing about Erica and Tommy is that they don't do things simply for the recognition of others. They do things because it's the right thing to do and they find joy in it. But Tommy and Erica don't perform their good acts or accomplishments to the outside world. Simply living and achieving those accomplishments and setting those goals for themselves and achieving them, that's enough for them. And I think that's something we can all reflect on and aspire to. But as I said, love is not just about that similarity that we share. It's also about continued personal growth and continued mutual growth. And there's a theory, I said I'm not going to lecture too much, but there's a theory about this, and it's called self-expansion theory. And self-expansion theory simply says that it's not just important for our partners to share things with us, but we also want to continue and to grow and improve as a person. And it works best for our relationships when we continue to grow and improve as a person, when you see things in your partner that you aspire to, that you can strive for. And then in pursuing that ideal version of yourself, and by including your partner in your life to facilitate that growth, that strengthens our relationships as well when you're growing towards that person. And I mentioned this perspective on love precisely because I think Erica and Tommy's relationship perfectly encapsulates it. Each of them has grown so much in their years together. And I actually talked to each of them separately about some of this growth to ask them to tell me about qualities in each other that they respect and admire. And this is in their own words, paraphrase. So when speaking about Erica, Tommy said that Erica is just such a kind, giving, selfless person. She's always putting other people before herself. He sees her kindness as uniquely unconditional. She's the kind of person who would drop everything to do a favor for someone in need, no matter what was going on in her life. He also admires her easy sociability. He admires the way that she moved to Seattle and just immediately overcame the Seattle freeze and just made so many friends instantly. She has an ability to bring people together and be friends with somebody almost instantly. Erica admires Tommy's curiosity for everything. He just wants to learn. And Erica said that she has a tendency to not try something unless she'll be really good at it. But Tommy will try and fail, and trying's the fun part. He loves to test things, and he's just so creative and curious. Tommy always wants to research and have the best information possible for making important decisions, and he has a healthy skepticism that drives him to want to learn things. She also mentioned that Tommy is kind and inclusive. He wants everyone to have fun and be included and feel like they're part of something bigger. He's just so warm and inviting. He makes everyone around him love life. And if you are in his orbit, you're going to be happier, more excited, and love life a little more because he's around, which I think we can all attest to even just this weekend. So I think we can all agree that Erica and Tommy are just so lucky to have found each other. They're a secure and similar pair in many ways who share their core values and belief systems, but they have also changed. They've also grown. Through their relationship, they have grown towards each other just by constantly striving for and following each other's example. I don't think anyone here has any doubt that they're going to continue to do so. Relationships are not static. The relationship you have today is not the same relationship that you're going to have in 2 years, nor is it the same relationship that you had 2 years ago. Your ability to manage all of these changes, to support each other, to grow with each other has allowed you to weather those changes and will continue to allow you to weather those changes. And further, this wedding ceremony, I hate to break it to you, but this wedding ceremony is not going to create a new relationship that doesn't already exist. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and suddenly feel different just because you're married. But this ceremony is a symbol and a celebration of how far you've already come and a launching point for your continued journey together. We are all here, all of us here are ecstatic to be sharing this occasion with you. We congratulate you, and we also challenge you to continue to grow through aspiring to be more like each other. And on that note, I would like to invite Erica and Tommy's moms, Janice and Terry, to join us up here at the front where they will be sharing readings, prayers, and blessings for Erica and Tommy. And I think Janice is going to go first.
I'm going to read you 7 blessings for a wedding. Love. May you be filled with love. May your admiration, appreciation, and understanding of each other foster a love that is passionate, tranquil, and real. May this love between you be strong and enduring and bring peace into your lives. May you have a loving home filled with warmth, humor, and compassion. May you create a family together that honors traditions, old and new, and share the value of learning and Tikkun Olam, making the world a better place. May you be best friends and work together to build a relationship of substance and quality. May your sense of humor and playful spirit continue to enliven your relationship. Tommy, the playful spirit. May you respect each other's individual personalities and perspectives and give each other room to grow in fulfilling your dreams. May you be filled with wisdom. May you continually learn from one another and from the world. Together may you grow, and deepening your knowledge and understanding of each other and of your loving journey through life. May you be blessed with health. May life bring you wholeness of mind, body, and spirit. May you keep each other well balanced and grounded, and live long that you may share many happy years together. May your life be filled with art and beauty of this world. May your creative aspirations and experiences find expression, inspire you, and bring you joy and fulfillment. May you find happiness together in adventures, big and small, and something to celebrate each day of your lives. And may you have a strong community. May you always be aware that you're an essential part of a circle of family and friends. May there always be a group, and may you always be within this group. Love, trust, support, and laughter. And may there be future occasions for rejoicing in their company.
Thank you, Janice.
In blessing you both today on this special day where the two of you formally declare that you are one, my heart is full and my cup runs over. It just comes out of the eyes. It's okay. Our tears are captured in a bottle. Tommy, our firstborn son, the firstborn grandson, and in some cases, the firstborn great-grandson. You have been special since the day you were born. And today you give us the gift of beautiful Erica. Tommy, you may not know this, but I have been praying for your future spouse since you were a toddler, since God already know who she would be. And Erica, here you are, the answer to my prayers. How can I bear such joy? So it is my great honor to bless you as a married couple. I bless you both today the best way that we know how, by surrounding you with love. Where there is a catastrophe, a crisis, or an issue, when there is a cause for celebration, it will affect the family. And we are here. We are your support network. You are surrounded. Oh, we are here for both of you as Brotinas.
Yes.
You are surrounded by a strong family and a legacy of great marriages, some 30 plus years, some 60 plus years. We love fiercely and imperfectly as a family, but with a determination to help you in any way we can. We are here to listen, to celebrate, to problem solve, and to give advice. Lots of it. I bless you with a deep peace amidst the chaos of this world. I pray you learn good strategies for managing stress and letting go. I bless you to give yourself time to grow. So you plant your roots deep into a bedrock of trust and admiration, where each day is filled with exploration and discovery as you cultivate your intimacy further. I pray you begin and end each day with a kiss. I bless you to be well watered and fertilized with silly fun, with singing, dancing, and laughter as you start to make your own family adding your stories to our family tree. I bless you to allow the pruning necessary for better growth and fruit production. Like Uncle Bill said, when you prune, you're talking to the trees.
Yes.
Where hurts lead to I'm sorry and forgiving, and where warm hands touching one another when softness is needed even more than words. I pray you understand this is the natural process of love, enabling you to grow vibrantly as one. It is okay and necessary. This is the lifelong process of knowing what love is in action versus an emotion. And I bless you with the calm assurance that love never fails. Finally, I leave you with the ancient blessing from Numbers 6:24-26. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and to be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. And I can't express the deep joy we have for you. We love you and wish you all abundance as you start your lives together. Amen.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Terry and Janice. Tommy and Erica have written their own vows. So at this point, they will share their vows with you, and I'm going to
Who's going first?
have Erica go first.
Oh no. Okay. Who has a tissue?
I do. Finally.
Tommy, your love of life brings out the best in everyone around you, and being with you has has shown me what the best version of myself can be. You have an indescribable spark that shines through everything you do. And one of the things that I love most about you is how you delight in bringing out that spark in everyone you meet. You make everyone feel like the most important person in the room, and shoot. I have a long way to go. And as your partner, it's such a gift to witness the ripple effect of your spark lighting up the world around you. When I think of a story that captures who you are as a person, this is a little strange, it's probably not the one that would come to mind, but I think of when we were in Maine and you were meeting my friends for the first time. As we were sitting around the campfire, you slowly made your way around the circle and quietly made each of us a customized s'more or multiple s'mores. For me, it was Reese's. For other people, it was Hershey's. It was each person's customized s'more. And this is what you do every day. You quietly make life better in too many ways to count. I promise to show love and acts of service in ways both big and small, the way you do for me every single day. You always seem to know exactly what little things will make life better for the people around you. Like when you noticed that I liked to read before bed, but would need to get up and turn off the light when I was done, and a reading lamp appeared attached to my bed the very next day. I promise to learn and be curious from the small things, like spending hours researching the best bike trailer for bagels, or trying new running routes on the fly even when I don't want to, or watching hours and hours of NHK news, to the big things like always striving to find new things to learn and try together. I promise to let go, love life, and always be ready for an adventure. From finding a hidden trail where we had to belay down a fireman's hose off the side of a cliff, to accidentally having to bike 35 miles to get to our Airbnb on the island. Life with you brings the best adventures, even when they sometimes push the limits of my comfort zone. I can't wait for a lifetime of being comfortably uncomfortable.
Yes. Thank
One
you,
of the
Eric.
things I love most about you is the way you challenge me every day to grow and learn. I love who I am when I'm with you in a way that I never thought I'd be able to love myself. I love our life together. I love you, and I can't wait to hold hands together through life.
Are they too long for you, Dad?
This is his way of crying.
Erica, you always put others before yourself, even if it's letting a roommate leave a mattress before moving out because the hot water heater exploded in our basement, or cleaning an entire apartment the same day, you know, that you're organizing a 300-person fundraising event for Best Buddies, and saving me from starvation and feeding me healthy avocado cookies and roasted sweet potatoes while I studied for months for a professional engineering exam early in our relationship. Before I met you, I felt that I worked a lot. But then I realized you basically worked 3 jobs. Like Northwest Center, Best Buddies, Girls on the Run. Don't ever think you can't do anything. And we can always do anything you want together. I started dating you, the nicest person and most gregarious person I've ever met. I was thinking, there must be some sort of bad side of Eric. An angry side that I haven't met. I was wrong. Unfortunately, you probably chose a forgetful bicyclist who forgets his phone and gives you extreme anxiety. Erica, you are my sunflower, my unicorn. May we continue to grow in our relationship, and I promise to always provide and help you grow and help myself and help me grow. Our lives have changed in so many ways, from late night exams and starting a Best Buddies office in Washington to moving twice, nursing me back from a collarbone injury, COVID-19 West Seattle Bridge isolation, sailing the most beautiful places on earth, driving the West Coast to Phoenix, job insecurities, and of course, taking bagels and my dad to the emergency room. But all of this has made me acutely aware of how precious time is, and I want to spend every second of it with you. I can't imagine doing any of this without you, Erica. Choosing who you want to spend your life with is the most important decision I will ever make. And I want you to know you have made this really easy for me. I want to spend the rest of my life with you and only you. And I guess Bagels too.
Bagels is asleep.
He's okay, maybe later. But who would have thought the person who struggles cooking bacon would be the one that I would want to spend the rest of my life with? I guess we'll be healthy. Erica, you are perfect and more. And I knew that right from the start, and I promise that we will be the best together. We are my favorite couple, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life. I, Tommy, take you to hold, and from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. And maybe we'll continue sailing lessons. Thank you, Erica.
And now, if Bagels can make it up. Yeah.
Bagels, come here. Come here. Come here. Come on, Bagels.
You're up, Bagels.
Good boy.
So Sarah is going to bring the rings over, and we're going to all pass them around. And if you could each take turns, don't drop them, holding the rings in your hand, warm them with your love, send your positive energy, send your prayers through the rings. Think of how you want to propel Erica and Tommy into their future as a married couple. Just a few seconds each to warm the rings as we'll pass them around, and then they'll come all the way back around and then back to Rachel. Make sure every row gets it. Pass them back. I think.
Your speech was amazing.
Do you want to bring them up to Rachel? Bring them up to Rachel. Keaton.
I needed more
Up to Rachel.
promises, I think. I did not do my research on vows, but I wanted it to be for me
Careful.
and the best for you.
I'll take them. Thank you all so much. Did everyone get them? Everyone get them? All right. So now that we have warmed the rings and Tommy and Erica have exchanged their vows, we're going to exchange rings. So I'm going to give Tommy Erica's ring. And Tommy, as you put this ring onto Erica's finger, if you could repeat after me.
Yep.
Erica, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Erica, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Erica, as you put the ring on Tommy's finger, if you could repeat after me. Tommy, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you.
Tommy, I give you this ring as a daily reminder of my love for you.
You have now made your vows to each other, witnessed by your families and friends, and you've sealed those vows with the giving and the receiving of these rings as the power vested in me by the internet. I now pronounce you husband and wife, and you may kiss each other.
Yay!
Let's have a round of applause for the married couple.
I love you, Erica.
Okay.
The bride and groom will now
Oh,
walk this way.
I forgot.
The married couple, let's have a round of applause as they exit.
Make out.
For kissing request.
Bagels is here.
Drop your flowers. That's all. Kiss, 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 kiss.